Okay, now we're going to talk about pipelines. I think a lot of people out here don't talk about the importance of understanding the the software development process, and pipelines are a big part of that. So, what are they? Let me move this out the way. Basically, let's talk about pipelines and software development. Imagine you're at a factory where they make awesome gadgets. Now, the process of making these gadgets involves different steps, right? Well, a pipeline in software development is kind of like that. In simple terms, a pipeline is a way to organize and automate the steps needed to turn code into working software. It's like an assembly line for building programs. Each step in the pipeline has a specific job, just like the different workers at a factory. So, let's break it down. Imagine you're building a cool mobile app. First, you write your code, like the blueprint for your app. Then comes the testing phase, where you check if everything is working as it should. Next, you might have to step you might have a step for packaging the app, getting it ready to be released to the world. Now, here's the cool part. In a pipeline, all these steps happen automatically and in a specific order. It's like a well choreographed dance. When you make changes to your code, the pipeline kicks into action. It runs the test to make sure your app still works, then packages it up nice and neat. The best part, pipelines work. Pipelines help make software development more efficient. Instead of doing each step manually, the pipeline takes care of it for you. It saves time and reduces errors because it's consistent and follows the same process every time. Pipelines also great for teamwork. Imagine you're working with a bunch of other developers on the same app. With a pipeline, everyone can see the progress and know when it's their turn to contribute. It keeps things organized and helps everyone working together smoothly. In a nutshell, a pipeline in software development is like an assembly line in a factory, but for building awesome apps. It automates the steps, saves time, reduces errors, and makes teamwork easier. So get ready to embrace the power of pipelines and let your code flow like a pro. So this is an example of what I mean when I say pipeline, right? In a development environment. Now here, these bottom three computers, these are three separate developers, right? Me, John, and Josh. Okay. And these lines represent feature branches. We're all on feature branches, right? And then we push whenever we make a change to a code. And let me explain what a branch is. A branch is simply this. When you have so you have a project, right? And it's you know, it's the main project. This is your software. So whenever I want to do a bug fix or add a feature to it, what I'll do is I'll make a copy of it. I'll make a copy of that main software, and this will be called a feature branch. And then on this branch, I'll make my changes, and then I'll push it from my local branch to the remote branch. Then the remote branch, at some point, it will merge back into the main project, right? So this is a feature branch, this is a feature branch, this is a feature branch, right? That's been split off the main branch. I don't have that displayed here. But Josh, John, and me, I'm working on my screen. He's working on his interactor and the VIP. He's working on the presenter, We're all gonna put it together. So we push our stuff remotely, to my branch 1, his branch 2, his branch 3, right? And then we want to take it for testing, right? We do our testing and all this, and if it's good, we merge them together, right? We merge them together, and here we go, right here. And then as testing goes, it can either go red or green. Green meaning good, red meaning stop, right? This is sometimes where the pipeline fails and everybody's backed up behind it, right? No other apps or no other features or bugs that come behind it can pass. You have to clear this side of the pipeline first. Okay, now once everything is done, you finish all your testing, you've done all your stuff where people can do their testing, then it's deployed to the App Store. Now, not all pipelines are made the same. That's the reason why this is very vague, right? You know, some pipelines have various types of environments, right? Production, staging, development, whatever. So these are things that you'll have to navigate when you get on the job. But I just want you to know that. So that's really it's kind of like a very broad, I guess a very broad picture of what a pipeline is and how it works. But hopefully you get the gist, and on to the next.